you laid that out, you know, how they put the fencing around the Capitol. If you recall, they also said that members of Congress were dangerous, and they made them go through metal detectors to get into the House, which was infuriating to me as well, because there's no evidence that anyone in Congress was, you know, a domestic terrorist and was going to hurt any Democrats, even though AOC said that she was afraid for her life from other members of Congress. So we see there's a pattern of this. I think they thought that calling parents racist would shut them up. It didn't work. And so then they jumped to this new thing, which is domestic terrorism. And that really threatens people's livelihoods. It makes people afraid to fight back. And I think that's what they were doing. And also, I'm glad that at the hearing they brought up this connection between Merrick Garland and his family's involvement and financial interest in feeding our children this poison in school. That family makes money doing that, and I'm glad that that was brought up at the hearing as well.
And now he's playing a role in attempting to shut down anyone who has a problem with that curriculum finding its way into schools. It does seem, at the very least, like a conflict of interest. Sean, the label domestic terrorist isn't just a slur, though. It's a tool. It's a tool that carries with it governmental ability, governmental powers, surveillance ability, abilities that we've used through the Patriot Act to monitor extremists overseas. And now, Sean, what does that allow the government to do? What kind of tool is that in targeting parents?
So to your point, it's substantial power, but I want to take a step back. When I watched the hearing, Will, I was like, I'm waiting to hear the great connection between the FBI and all the threats that are coming in from all these angry parents to school boards across the country. I mean, I wanted to hear what they were, right? There was nothing there, and I think you made that point really well. And you know this, you went to law school. Lady Justice is blind, right? She has the scales of justice, but she's blind because she doesn't look at how much money you have, you know, your race, your color, your creed, your sexual preference. We equally apply the law to everybody in America. But now we see in this country that if you're Donald Trump or a Donald Trump supporter, or you're a parent who doesn't support CRT, they're going to come after you using the laws that we pass against conservatives. However, if you're Hillary Clinton, Will, the laws don't apply to her. She can do whatever she wants. She can whitewash or acid wash her phone. She can commit crimes, or BLM or Antifa. Those laws don't apply.
That's right.
To liberals. And my concern is
going after parents.
We go from a democracy to a tyranny when you let the political opponents of one party use law enforcement against the other.